Okay, welcome to the Bucking Over, episode 5. We've got Cubs Pirates and a matinee for game 2. It's travel day for the Cubs. Pirates are going to stay around town. Zach Thompson makes his debut for the Pirates. Brian Hayes continues to be elite. The over-under was at 9 runs today. We have the bottom of the rum barrel. We'll get into that a little bit. Some news and notes from around the league. I just got home from work, and we're ready to go. Episode 5, the Bucking Over. Got home from worked the bar, so lucky for me there was a matinee game I got to enjoy today before I had to go in. Today's game really was pretty exciting. Let's get into the recap right now. Top of the first, Zach Thompson making his debut, gives up a home run to Wilson Contreras. But then right in the bottom of the first, you got a Brian Hayes single, Yoshi walks, and then Gamble with a 3-run bomb into right field. No doubter. Great to see. Love to see power coming off of these bats. You don't want to see, strikeouts looking and that kind of thing. In the bottom of the third, we come back around. Brian Hayes doubles, Ben Gamble walks, and a Newman sighting, the ever-feared Newman, an RBI or a 2 RBI triple makes it 5-1. So in the third inning, I'm feeling pretty good. 6 runs already. Nothing, feeling like we're getting a lot of runs this game. In the top of the fourth, Seiya Suzuki singles and Contreras drives him home. Oh no, Suzuki singled to drive Contreras home, make it 5-2. And in the bottom of the fourth, Brian Hayes again singles Hoy Park home, and that makes it 6-2. So we got 8 runs in 4 innings, and I'm starting to do housework. I'm like, oh, this is in the bag. And then no runs were scored the rest of the game. So the final was 6-2. The Pirates got the win. We're at win number 2 of the season, but fall short on the over bet, which brings up kind of an interesting dynamic. There was at one point in the game, I think it was in the 5th or 6th inning, the Cubs had bases loaded. And I'm sitting there as a Pirates fan, like, you don't want any more runs. You want your team to win. But as a bettor, 1 or 2 more runs wouldn't hurt, right? Hit the over. So that's one thing that gambling brings is you start questioning your own allegiances. You're like, I need runs. I need this over to hit. I don't care who scores them. I need some runs. And then I want the Pirates to win. So you kind of prioritize your win. Was happy to see the Pirates win first and foremost. That's what you want because the season total is what we're going for. But yeah, it's kind of fun to watch. You got the Cubs with the bases loaded, and you're going, man, maybe just a single here, make it 6-4, a little closer game, but we covered the over. Zach Thompson, I think he did pretty well. 4 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts. Gave up the home run in the first, and then settled down. He got hit by a pitch in the shoulder. I think he was going to come out anyway, but I think that just really sealed it. And Kyle Hendricks for the Cubs did not look good. 3 2/3 innings, 7 hits, 6 earned runs, 4 strikeouts, 78 pitches. So Wilcrow got the save. He pitched the last 3 innings. Looked awesome out of the pen. If he can be a long reliever or intermittent starter, I mean, he's looking awesome so far this year. Shutting everybody down. All right. And let's see. So Brian Hayes, 4 for 4, just absolutely raking, playing defense, doing everything, earning his way up to that extension that he got. And then you have on the other side, just the bottom of the barrel. I mean, you got Cole Tucker, who didn't play this game, so we won't rag on him too much. But you have Josh Van Meter, another 0 for 4 day with 2 strikeouts. Andrew Knapp, it was his first game, and catchers are more of a defensive, help call the game kind of players, but 0 for 4 with a strikeout. Yoshi Tsutsugo 0 for 2, 2 walks with a strikeout. I mean, Hoy Park 0 for 2, strikeout, walk. As good as some of the players are, like a Brian Hayes, Brian Reynolds, that kind of thing, you also on the other side have just some real bad players. That being said, as I've said over and over and over again, it's not this year. It's the next year. It's the year after. These are filler guys until you have Nick Gonzalez, until you have Leo Verpiguero, until you have, of course, O'Neal Cruz coming up, Travis Swaggerty, Mason Martin. These guys will be coming up in the next couple of years, and we will no longer have to worry about veteran fillers just to field a squad. So, yeah, that's just something I wanted to say. Yeah, it's not all bad. It's not all good. It's not all bad. So that was the Pirates and the Cubs game 2. Couple things around the league that was very interesting. The Dodgers today, Clayton Kershaw, if you don't know, had a perfect game through 7 innings, 13 strikeouts, absolutely dominating. He was at the 80 pitches, and they pulled him. Now, a lot of people are upset about that. You got to let him finish the game. Perfect game. How often do you get a chance at that? But that's how these major league clubs are going to run now. If you want to pay big money to these players and you want to win championships, you're not worried about an April perfect game. Yeah, it's a history. It's, you go in the record books. I mean, Clayton said all the right things. He goes, do I wish I want to finish? Yes. Have I pitched more than 65 innings recently since my surgery? No. So he says all the right things. He wanted to be out there to finish it, but these clubs are not going to, they're going to baby these arms. Like we've been saying all year, shortened spring training, these, sucks that you were perfect in April. Maybe in June or July you can try again. I mean, he's got the arm and the talent. He could definitely go for it again. So that I think the club made the right decision to pull him. I think Clayton said the right things. Does he want to be out there? Yeah, but it's, until he's the GM or the manager, he's not going to be able to make that decision, unfortunately for him. While I was working, I had to text my friend about this too. This was the most in tune with gambling I've ever been in my whole life. We have the Blue Jays Yankees game on at the bar, and I'm watching Vlad Jr. Throw from Bo Bichette, pulls him off the base a little bit. In his hand, he puts it on the ground to kind of catch himself, and I forget who the base runner was, but steps on his hand and just mangles it. It's blood. They probably need stitches, whatever. It probably wasn't as bad as it looked, but it looked not great. I look up, and he's at the plate. I go, okay, so it's not that bad. So he's at the plate. I go, I wonder if I could bet the next home run hit is Vlad Jr. And before I could get that sentence out of my mouth, he hit a bomb. And not only did he hit that bomb, he had 3 home runs with a messed up hand. He had one in the first, injured his hand, then hit 2 more home runs. I mean, Vlad Jr. is a beast. He is a monster. And the other thing I want to talk about is last episode I called out some players because, they called up the prospects maybe too early. And if I'm being honest, I think Spencer Torkelson owes me a thank you. I don't know if it's because we both have the same first name, Spencer, but his dog shitty, base or batting average, he hit his first major league home run today. So you're welcome, Spencer Torkelson, for calling you out and getting that bad breath on you, letting you hit the home run. You're welcome. That was all me. Clearly, I affect things that happen in Detroit. So it was, overall exciting to see the Pirates get their first win. The over-under didn't hit, but these are small bets I'm making throughout the year. The big prize is 65 wins, and now we have 63 to go. April 13th, we're looking all right. Tomorrow we have the Nationals. The Pirates have the Nationals. It's the first night game. They've been doing all day games, which is kind of crazy that it's been almost a week of baseball and not a single night game. But yeah, game 1 for the Nationals and Pirates. The Nationals are 3-4. The Pirates are 2-3, of course. You have Yohan Adon, whose first outing was not great. 4.1 innings pitched, 8.31 ERA with 3 strikeouts. But then you got JT Brubaker for the Pirates, who's also not a great first start. 3 innings pitched. He has a 12 ERA, 2 strikeouts. The over-under set at 9. I'm looking for a lot of runs. The Nationals went 0-3 against the Mets. Then they beat the Mets in the final game to get their first win. Then they smoked the Braves like 11-2. And then, that plays into that back-to-back that I was saying. Bad teams, they win one, you don't think they're going to win another one, and then they win. So, kind of check that box there too. And then unfortunately on Tuesday, they got smoked 16-4 by the Braves. So, back-to-back-to-back, not so much. But either way, the Nationals scored 11, then gave up 16. So look for a lot of runs to be happening in this game, especially with, Brubaker and Adon. Their areas were not great. It is a night game. I'm looking forward to seeing a night game. I might go to the game tomorrow too. I'm going to see if I can get out there and see a game in person. Keep up to date. We have all that stuff, of course, on our Twitter at The Buck and Over, TikTok, YouTube. If you want to see the video podcast. We got the win today. We didn't hit the over, but we did get the win, so 50-50 feelings on that. And with baseball, for the Pirates, let's get another win tomorrow.